Imagine a film that treats the Antichrist with the gravity of King Lear, but adds significantly more decapitations. That is the bizarre, earnest magic of 1976's The Omen. Welcome to Classic Cinema Revisited. I'm Noel Anderson. If you've got a couple of hours, The Omen is well worth a revisit, even if the script occasionally feels like it was scribbled on the back of a church bulletin. What makes this horror gem so compelling is how earnestly it commits to its own lunacy. By the end of this review, you'll see why a diplomat ended up in a church with 7 sacred daggers and a very angry toddler. Before we dive into the Omen madness, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. It really helps spread the love of film classics, even the slightly blood-soaked ones. The Omen, directed by Richard Donner, before he flew with Superman or blew up a lot of things in Lethal Weapon, here Donner plays it absolutely straight. The tone is almost Shakespearean, as if the cast were directed to pretend this is the Royal Theatre Company, but with more freakish accidents. Gregory Peck, eyebrows continually raised, God bless him, delivers every line with the gravitas of a man reading the Constitution to a group of true patriots. He plays Robert Thorne, a diplomat who slowly realizes his adopted son might be the Antichrist. His solution: kill the child, stab him to death, but with dignity. Lee Remick, luminous and fragile, plays Catherine, his wife. Her screen time is criminally short, but her descent into paranoia is beautifully done, like watching a porcelain teacup slowly crack under pressure. Billie Whitelaw is gloriously creepy as Mrs. Baylock. Imagine Mary Poppins moonlighting as a death cult nanny on crack, and you've got the picture. Seriously, why did Robert Thorne think she was a good hire? No references? He checked nothing. She just looked sort of like a nanny. David Warner also is in the cast as the doomed photographer, and he adds a touch of shaggy charm and a nicely done beheading as well. Honestly, the whole cast behave like they're performing Macbeth at the Globe, but they're not. But you know what? It works. Visually, Gilbert Taylor, who also shot Star Wars and Doctor Strangelove, gives the film a chilly elegance. Every frame looks like it's been dipped in holy water and glistens like a Vatican postcard dripping in blood. For me, the 2 standout moments are the graveyard scene, where we discover that Damien's mother is a jackal, yes, a jackal, and Jerry Goldman's Oscar-winning score. It's a thunderous choral storm that elevates every slow burn death, including Father Brennan, played with wide-eyed gusto and an added wind machine for good measure by Patrick Troughton. But this film isn't just about stylish scares and thunderous music. It taps into a very real fear that was bubbling over in the mid-70s. Beneath the surface, The Omen taps into anxieties about evil cloaked in privilege and the rise of the Antichrist in politics. The idea that evil doesn't need to claw its way up, but is born into wealth and protected by the very systems meant to stop it. Powerful stuff for 1976. Of course, you can forget the ending, the bonkers yet riveting final act, which involves 7 sacred daggers of Medigo and a lot of kicking and screaming on the way to the church by child actor Harvey Stevens, who plays the Antichrist, Damien Thorne. The Omen didn't just leave its mark, it created a blueprint for the operatic murder, a subgenre we see in films like The Ring and, of course, the Final Destination series. My thoughts? The Omen is well worth a revisit, if only to admire how deeply it commits to its own on-screen madness and how bloody well the film pulls it off. Catch you next time. I hope you enjoyed this review. Oh, subscribe. See you later.